deep in the parched desert sands of ancient Osirian.
Long-forgotten secrets are becoming unearthed
that could threaten the security of the entire region.
Through cursed tombs, undead crypts, and towering pyramids,
our unlikely band of heroes must rise to the challenge
and find the secrets of
the Mummy's Mask.
Last time on the Mithril Tabletop.
You hear Velriana Hypaxis. She goes, you know what? I don't care. Enough's enough. I'm taking fate in my own hands.
Guys, can we take Habibi somewhere?
You eventually go to the Sanctum of Silver and Gold.
Sir, just tell us the price to fix our friend.
Just come back in the morning, and we'll hopefully see if Habibi is doing a little bit better.
Khepri, if you want to spend the day treating Ramses, we can do some of the shopping for you.
As soon as Kasimu comes out, it's like, oh, it's you guys again. Hold on. You mean this ninny designed this weapon?
Listen, it's a terrific weapon.
There are no rails today, boys and girls.
Tariq, you feel a grab on your shoulder, and then someone covering your mouth, and they pull you into the shadows.
Hello, listeners, and welcome back. It's Mithril Monday. My name's Alyssa, the voice of Habibi, and I just wanted to personally thank you all for coming this far with us. It's been quite a journey, and it's always great to hear feedback from our fans because that helps us know what you like, what you don't like, and how we can improve our podcast. We do this completely for fun, but we want it to be fun for you guys too. So reach out to us. We have our email posted. You can do that there or on any of our socials. So without further ado, I want to go ahead and get us into episode 25, Wrestling with Secrets.
We have a lot to get through today, so let's just jump right in.
Dump.
I want to
Right
address... Jumping right in.
Hop right in.
I want to address the elephant in the room.
We have an elephant?
Alyssa's dying, everyone.
Alyssa's not. Alyssa's just
Sorry.
Yeah,
Alyssa?
sorry, I didn't
Habibi
tell
is
you,
dying.
but
And
That
this is
would be
how
really
you're
messed up
telling
way to
us?
tell us. Every day I get closer to death. It's just-
You know,
This is factually correct.
I mean, yes,
Factual
we all
statement.
do. It's not allowed. I forbid it.
Prayers.
Oh,
What did you
goodness
just
gracious.
say?
Sorrows.
prayers.
what?
Queen
Oh,
Charlotte?
shoot.
You guys aren't Bridgerton people? Wait,
my
do I
God.
actually get someone's reference?
Whoa, hey, this is actually a twist. Erin, why don't you explain the reference for once?
Oh,
I did. It's from Queen Charlotte. Like,
I don't know what that is. Can
spin
you
off
explain
from-
more?
it
Can
is
you-
a spin-off from
Bridgerton.
and like her son
What the fuck
lost
is Bridgerton?
her son lost his daughter, the only heir to the throne, and all she does is sorrows, prayers, and like pats him on the back.
Oh! I've seen
Wait,
that
is
on
Bridgerton
TikTok.
that British like TV show with
the-
Maggie? What's her name?
no, that's Downton Abbey.
Oh,
It's like a
thing.
Regency
Did you just
era
say
show.
Maggie? What's her name? As if you don't
I
remember
forgot her
Maggie
last name.
Smith.
Wow.
I forgot Smith. Okay, I'm sorry. It's such a rare name.
Such a rare
Professor McGonagall is disappointed in you.
If it makes you feel better, I can never remember her name either, and I just call her Professor McGonagall, and I feel bad about that. But
That is her name.
She's an amazing McGonagall.
She,
The best
okay,
McGonagall
if-
they had.
Whenever Warner Brothers inevitably reboots Harry Potter, which I really hope they don't, but if they do,
If they can
they're
make
gonna have
money
a
on it, they will.
hard time.
They really
They
will.
will.
Oh,
I
they
know
are.
will. That's why I
Y'all
said it's
don't- y'all
inevitable.
don't know that?
What?
They're
Okay.
making they're making like a series. I don't know if it's Netflix or if it's Disney or something like that, but they're
I
Probably
figured.
HBO
yeah,
Max.
they are
HBO
making
Max.
a series.
Well, if it's
Oh,
still
goodness
Warner
gracious.
Brothers,
Well-
it's probably CW or something
HBO.
like that, or HBO.
HBO, whoa.
Yeah, HBO is their streaming service, but they're gonna have a hard time finding a better McGonagall. Actually, they're gonna have a hard time finding a better McGonagall, a better Hagrid.
Hey, if it's on HBO, they can be more violent about it.
I suppose you're right, but
The
Hopefully
movies
not
were
too
violent
violent.
enough. I cry every single time.
At least there's one good news though. They can finally recast Dumbledore and get a good one.
Oh, I didn't think he was that bad. The first
Did
one
you
was
put your
better,
name in the
but
Goblet of Fire, Harry?
I was just about to, how did you put your name in the Goblet of Fire? Oh, so that's how calm sounds like. No, but we have a bigger elephant in the room other than that. Like I said, Habibi is dying.
you did not say that.
And yeah, I did. We
did.
said Alyssa's dying, and then we went through this whole tirade.
Yep. He said Alyssa is dying, and then we scolded him and said Alyssa is fine. Habibi,
No, I said
on the other
I'm
hand,
getting
is
closer to
very
death
much
every
not.
day.
All of us are getting
Nope.
closer to death every day, but Habibi is just getting a little closer.
Much quicker.
Well, let's find out exactly how close, because I want to resolve this die roll
no.
as soon as possible.
Can we,
Habibi,
put
your life
it off?
potentially hangs in the balance. Here's the deal. You're currently stage 3 out of 5. At 5, you're dead. The only way you die right now is if you critically fail. Now, the good news is it's new session, so you have a new hero point.
Yay!
Oh, are we gonna
And
do
Fred,
MVPs
point.
first?
We're getting there, guys. Calm down. We're getting there.
What if I don't want to calm down?
No, I'm making you. But,
Good luck.
You can't
You
tell
haven't
me what
made
to
me-
do.
You haven't made me calm down in 2.5 years over that.
sheesh.
Shots fired.
Boom!
Yep. You know what? I'm just going to completely ignore all of that. But, so, the only way you die is if you get a critical failure. If you get nat ones on your die roll, you fail. Now, you have hero points, so if you have to get 2 nat ones in a row for you to permanently die. I think you're going to be perfectly fine. There's no way you're going to get 2 nat ones in a row. It never happens. You know what? Not even Osiris himself can strike you down now.
If you
Have
got
you
2
seen
nat
my
ones in a
rolls?
row.
Well, it's a
Waba,
good thing you're not rolling.
what stage did you say Habibi is at, and what stage is death?
He's at stage 3. He dies at stage 5.
And
died.
doesn't a
That
natural
help me at all?
1 descend you 2 levels?
Yes, but he has a hero point. So if that's what I'm saying,
Oh,
you need 2 nat
okay.
ones.
Okay. I was like,
You got it? You caught up?
I got it now. I'm good. I was like, wait,
right.
he gets 2 rolls? I was not even thinking about hero points. So
He gets 1. Now, I did check this, because, like, why would you use a hero point on the reroll? Why can't you just use it on, like, oh, I'm about to die, I'm just going to here to stave off death? Here's the thing about that rule. You can use the hero point in that case only if your dying condition goes up. This does not say you go to dying 1. This says you're just dead.
dead.
Just bypass the whole dying values altogether.
Dead.
I don't
so
want
dead,
anything
dead.
bad to
6
happen
feet
to
under.
Habibi. Plus,
We're going to find
don't
out.
forget the cleric gets extra money if they take good care of our cleric.
Speaking
Well,
of
I did
which,
roll. I was about to say, I did roll that. The cleric rolled a 28 total, which is just shy of a critical success to aid Habibi.
Oh, but
So
guess what?
Habibi-
Guess what? No. Because
Oh.
of my robust recovery, anyone who uses
Ooh.
something to help me that gets a success will, in fact, get a critical success.
Okay,
Yeah,
so they
Habibi?
give you a +4. So Habibi, you now have a +4. What does that put your fortitude save at?
Fortitude save. I have +7. Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, so +7, +4 on that. That's +11. The DC is 19. You need an 8 or higher to be fine. You're gonna be fine. You know what? There's even no tension. I'm not worried about this at all. Why don't you roll blindly?
you jinxed it.
Well, I'm rolling
You're not
bad,
even-
so.
I'm gonna have fun with this.
Like,
No,
blind
I
as in
don't
she
like
doesn't
that.
even get to know?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Because we gotta have some manufactured drama in here somehow.
Manufactured drama.
Don't we get enough
Okay.
You know what?
drama?
No.
I'm gonna close
You know
my
what? While she
eyes.
does that, let's go ahead and do hero points, MVP specifically, because we have a roll-off.
Oh.
We have a tie between Anjela and Erin.
Oh.
I need you guys to
Ooh.
both roll off a d20, and let's see who wins the hero point for this
Go
week.
friends, go friends, go friends.
Watch it be a
Y'all
tie.
always making me roll off for a hero point.
You don't just get it, you have to earn it. You have to earn it.
Oh.
All right, MVP goes to Anjela / Tanhi. We would have been even more off the rails without her trying to keep our crazies on track. Yeah, a little bit.
We
had
need
fun
her.
yesterday or last session.
we
And
we
finally,
missed
honor-
Alyssa last week. Our time manager.
Speaking of which,
She
let's
might need it.
continue.
She
Keep
might need
going.
to. Yep, thank you. MVP to Tanhi for keeping the group somewhat on track and moving us forward. Honorable mentions to Erin. Oh my gosh, an amazing invention, standing up for the cleric and being an awesome advocate and pun master. He definitely deserves it. He's quite terrific. However you pronounce that. And hashtag shout out. Oh, this is my favorite part. Shut up. Hashtag shout out to Keryth.
Oh my god, Alyssa!
Alyssa wasn't here.
That means it was Anjela.
That was definitely Ashley.
Wow.
That was
It was me.
Come on, those praises, that was Khepri through and through.
I hate all of you.
Oh, you love me.
Such jerks.
MVP also to Tariq for making the blueprint for my weapon. There's the Anjela vote.
I love
All right,
it.
so
This group's great.
Anjela's going to start with 2 hero points today. Everyone is going to start with 1. So let's jump right in to where we left off last week, because we left off on a bit of a cliffhanger. The party had just returned from the necropolis. They went straight to the Tooth and Hookah and crashed for the night after dropping off Habibi at the Sanctum of Silver and Gold. And then they the next day they decided they were going to leave Khepri and Ramses behind. They were both suffering from a little bit of the filth fever, and they wanted to just take care of that real quick. So they stayed behind. They're having a bit of an off day. Meanwhile, they started exploring. They did some shopping. They went to the blacksmith, yada, yada, yada. And as they're walking down an alleyway towards the Sanctum of Silver and Gold, a hand reaches out, grabs Tariq, covers his mouth, and pulls him into the shadows. And that's where we left off last session.
That's just so terrifying, and Khepri has no idea this just happened.
Yeah, you're in a room in a house in the other side of town. Heck, even Tanhi and Keryth don't even know about this, and they're right there.
Oh, that's right.
Tariq is going to kind of like grab at the hand that's around his mouth, and he's going to like try to I guess pull it off, and they're kind of like struggling a bit, and he's trying to like yell for Tanhi. He's like, and then like he bites down on the hand. Does that do anything?
The person holding your hand or holding your mouth in his hands and like holding your hand behind your back, it just kind of like shakes you off. He's like, Erchas boy, quiet! Do you want to alert the whole city? Pay attention. Look at me. It's just me.
Yeah, Tariq is already like turning around and like getting ready to like let fists fly, and then he kind of registers what the guy says, and he like looks at him. He pauses. He's like, Samir?
Yes. It's been some time, but I need to talk to you. Where is your sister?
Oh, she's at the Tooth and Hookah. Yeah, she's staying with the dog. It's kind of sick. Why are you here?
He kind of looks around frantically, like he's looking, making sure he's not being followed. He like grabs you by the shoulder and shakes you, like, listen to me very closely. I need you to come to your house tonight. Bring your sister, but come alone. The cat and the elf cannot know about this. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Do you understand, boy?
Yes. I'll do that.
Okay. Come up with some excuse. Don't let them know that I was here. This must be secret. Only you and Khepri come alone tonight. Understand?
Yeah, I get it, but I gotta go if you don't want them to suspect anything.
Okay, I must go as well. Please be careful. It's not safe. And then he walks away.
Tariq is going to
into the night.
Kind of watch.
Smoke bomb.
Okay. Smoke bomb.
Oh my gosh.
Tariq is gonna kind of watch him run down the alley and like turn the corner, and he's going to kind of like compose himself, because his straighten up his collar and his outfit, and then he's gonna walk out, and he's gonna try to as quietly as he can catch up with the others without like alerting them that he's like just running after them. So he's going to kind of like, he sees them up just a little bit ahead, and he kind of sneaks back, hopefully undetected that he left at all. And he's like feeling very like, like he's kind of like looking side to side a little bit, act like he's just kind of a little off kilter a bit.
I mean, Tanhi probably would have heard like a scuffle or whatever, but like there's so many people out, so by the time she turns around, Tariq is already back on the street, and she's like, are you okay? Did you like trip or something?
Yeah, I was busy looking at one of those windows and caught a stone. He kind of like kicks at the ground a little bit. They really should take better care of these streets.
Right.
Bonnie's not suspicious at all.
Hey, I mean, that's what you get with, like, ancient infrastructure, right? Like, the streets haven't been repaved for 2,000 years. What do you want from
Well,
them?
and it's also, like, Tariq is not being his, like, normal, I don't want to say flamboyant, but normal.
Energetic.
Yes. Like, putting on the confident face, even if he's not confident kind of
Bravado.
thing.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the word. And so it's obvious that he doesn't want to talk about it right now, so she's not going to push it that much, but she's just going to be like, okay, we should get to the temple. We should be checking on Habibi, because we got to pay the cleric, I guess, if he took care of him. Are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, it's just, I'm getting kind of tired, I guess. A lot of walking today. Let's just go.
Okay.
Okay.
Suspicious.
And Tanhi's gonna look over at Keryth and be like, is he okay?
Could I do a perception check on Tariq? Because, he does seem off.
Sussy. Sure.
Sussy.
Yeah, go for it.
Sussy.
Sus. X to doubt. Yeah, roll me a blind perception check. Tanhi, you can do that too if you want.
Okay.
We need the wisdom-based characters for this nonsense.
Oh, I'm sorry.
both of you can tell that Tariq is clearly troubled by something. His mind is on other things. You're not sure what that could have been with so sudden a change. Like, you guys were just hanging out and talking not 5 seconds ago, but now suddenly his mood has changed. Of course, being friends with him, if he says he doesn't want to talk about it right now, that is your decision what you want to do with this information. But it's clear that he's hiding something.
You said we both noticed that?
Yep, both of you.
Okay. Tanhi's probably not gonna, try to push it right now, but she's definitely, I think she's gonna be a little bit more on guard, because something has obviously, I don't want to say spooked Tariq, but something has caught his attention, and she just doesn't know, is it a danger? Is it him going through a midlife crisis? Is it him...
Midlife at 20 years old.
Crisis.
Relatable. He must be a millennial.
So she's gonna be a little bit more on edge. She's gonna be looking around a little bit more, because maybe he saw someone that used to be an enemy or something, before they became friends. And so now, you can kind of see her fur sticking up a little bit, as she's, a little bit on edge, but
her eye slits are narrowing.
yeah, but she's not gonna confront Tariq yet.
I have no such
It
thoughts.
will happen.
So after kind of getting a closer look at Tariq, I imagine taking a look at his facial expression, maybe his eyes are darting away, and his body language, because even if we're really good at lying, you can't fully conceal the body language. That's the hard part.
Ooh, good point.
So Keryth is kind of looking closely at him, and it might be unnerving being a full elf, because most of their eyes are black, other than the pupils, I think is how it is for Pathfinder elves.
They can be multiple different colors, yeah.
Yeah. And then after,
But they're not usually white. They don't have white sclera.
yeah. Keryths are the black, and then he has the gold irises and stuff. But so after kind of looking at him closely and realizing that Tariq is holding something back, he kind of sits back a bit, crosses his arms over his chest, and looks at Tariq, and he's like, you can trust us and talk to us if there's something bothering you, right?
And Tariq is looks up, kind of, he was already a little bit distracted, looks at Keryth, and he goes, yeah, I know. Let's go check on Habibi, guys. Don't worry about me.
So you guys make your way a little bit more quietly this time to the Sanctum of Silver and Gold. And as you guys walk in, you make your way around to the wing of the healthcare side of things, and you see in a bed, sitting up is your friend Habibi, and next to him is a very tired priest of Abadar.
He lives!
With a natural 20,
He lives!
Habibi goes up to stage 1.
Yay!
He is now just a carrier, but it did take a hero point.
I'll take it.
So what is the effect at stage 1 again?
Stage 1 is a carrier, no symptoms.
Guys, I feel, oh my gosh. That was the best sleep.
Tanhi sees him like sitting up and everything, and she's just like immediately almost dives to like hug him.
Like the kitty cat pounce.
Yes.
I love it.
I don't know if this
like,
is what...
she's probably like 10.
I'm happy to see you too.
She's like 10, 15 feet away, immediately sees him up, and, he's talking about, man, that was a great sleep, and it's like, run, jump.
Slams into him.
I love it.
Habibi probably
God,
hears
Tanhi,
like this
Tanhi.
pattering of
Go
paws,
easy.
and then all of a sudden, whoop!
Womp. Clomp.
What does the cleric have to say about this interaction?
This is typical Tanhi.
He's like, well, I'm glad you guys are fine. I'm glad you are happy now. I did the best that I could, and by the grace of Abadar, your friend has been treated well, and he is on the mends. But if you don't mind, I've been up for 27 hours now, and I'm very tired.
Oh, here. Here's the extra money for taking such good care of my bestest best friend.
My bestest best friend.
Ah, yes, thank you. And may Abadar bless you with riches and blessings throughout your lives. And may you live long lives indeed. And for this one, he like pats Habibi on the thigh. He's like, watch out for any more filth fever in the future, okay?
The cleric is telling the other cleric, like a young master, or the master to the
Right.
youngling, be careful.
Be careful, young Padawan.
Are you kidding?
The young grasshopper.
With this group of people, careful. Ha!
Tawny's gonna make sure you never get hit or bitten or anything again. Tawny's just gonna stand in front of Habibi the rest of this.
She is going to try. Mischievous, evil GM noises.
You say
no.
like it's gonna be your fault, but really it's Habibi that's gonna like go off on his own.
It's like, ooh, what's this door? Oh no, more bugs.
we don't roll perception checks for traps. We take them like real men.
Yeah.
Slash women.
Yeah.
Slash women.
Slash adventurers.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, guys. Well, maybe we should head back and get Khepri then.
Yeah, let's go get
because
Khepri.
Check on
Khepri for
Ramses.
sure will be happy to see that Habibi is feeling much more himself.
And maybe I could help with healing or whatever disease treating. I'm okay at that now.
The disease check won't happen until tomorrow morning.
Okay.
But you can, we can, on our way there, we can see if Khepri and Ramses get a bonus at all. So if Khepri, you would like to roll me your medicine check now, assuming this is the final decision from the party.
Yeah,
Yes.
we're gonna go
I'm
check
okay
on
with
Khepri.
that.
And...
Yep.
Sure thing. All right. So during the entire day, you treated Ramses and yourself with some medicines. Let's see how good you did.
Perfect. Would you like me to
Got
do a stealth
this.
or a blind?
You can roll it self. It's
All
fine.
right. Do. Oh, you know
I
what?
don't think it has.
I don't think that's gonna do it. 15's not gonna hit it, right?
No, unfortunately not. The DC is 19 for this particular disease.
I have a +9. This is awful. Reroll using.
Okay, so it's 50-50. Try again. Come on, you got this.
I rolled an 11.
Total?
Yeah.
All right. You're sick yourself, and with that fever, it's kind of like running through your body. It's hard to focus. You're in pain. You're falling in and out of focus, and you're losing your attention here. And unfortunately, you're not able to add any bonuses to this.
Darn it.
But that's okay, because you still get to roll. You're not adding any penalties either, which is a good sign.
Okay, good.
You're not actively hindering your recovery checks.
So can Habibi do treat disease throughout the night, like once we actually settle in?
No, not yet. That comes tomorrow morning when you guys wake up on day 5.
Okay, never mind.
you guys meet up, you do your hugs and dances and whatever, and then you eventually move down the main streets towards the Grand Mausoleum. And right there you see Septi. She's sitting at the front with some of her priest companions, and they're just at this large desk like they have been the past couple of days. And as soon as they see you, they kind of like wave you over and they greet you warmly. Ah, welcome. If it isn't the Band of Misfits, I've been expecting you guys. Did you finish your second sight already?
Khepri's a little sick still, but she's like, yes, we did.
Oh, excellent. Very well. Did you guys, do you think you fully explored the site in its entirety?
Yeah. I think so.
Well,
we actually have quite a few things, and she's going to look over
Perfect.
at Tariq with our list. Tariq?
Should we warn them that the death dog still exists?
Let me see here.
Maybe.
What was that? What was that, Keryth?
If you're gonna send what's the word? Archaeologists and historians and the like there, you might want to make sure they have a good guard. There is one creature that we did not destroy that we did identify as a death dog.
A death dog? I'm not sure I'm familiar. What is a death dog?
Then one
Voice
head.
in the sky, will you please remind me?
It's a dog that deals death, and the good thing is he only wakes up at night.
Oh.
And it has two heads.
I see. So a two-headed dog that kills people and is nocturnal. Okay, I will make a note of that. Thank you for letting us know. All right, so I see here you guys explored something that is called the House of Pentheru. What exactly was in the House of Pentheru? Who is Pentheru?
Was an aristocrat.
She pulls out her notebook, starts taking notes. He's an aristocrat? Okay, very well. Did you get...
Tariq, she has a notebook too.
Ooh! Septi's just 10 times cooler now because she's reminding Khepri of her brother.
Well, I mean, I saw Tariq pull out a notebook, and I'm like, oh, you know what? That's light bulb. That's a good idea. Light bulb. What's a light bulb? Candle. That's a good idea.
Candle. That's great. Except for if this is taking place in the 20s, they did have light bulbs.
The 1920s.
Yeah.
Yes, in this high fantasy medieval Renaissance festival What is wrong with me? I say Renaissance and I immediately want to say festival after that.
Candle.
I do think Galarian. So, a side note, I do think Galarian is more Renaissance era than it is medieval era, but that's not the point. Either way. She's like, yeah, no, I saw Tariq had a notebook, and I thought that would be such a good idea, so I went out and got a notebook for myself. Anyways, so you said he's an aristocrat. Do you know what kind of aristocrat specifically? You said, I heard someone say merchant?
Yes, he was a merchant seller who was quite wealthy, but we discovered a lot of the stuff actually that was in the house still was actually from Pentheru the Younger, who is his son. Who also was a merchant. I assume he inherited his father's trade. It's quite interesting. We found a couple of things while we're there, of course. Here's some documents. I don't know if they'll be worth of any value, to sell, but I thought you might want to keep them for your own records. And he gestures to her notebook, and then he sets his pack down, and he starts pulling out. So one of the major things for Pentheru himself, or I guess Pentheru Jr. or the second, whatever you want to call him, Junior and Pops, we had this funerary mask, of course, that was on his coffin, but we also found, and then he pulls out this, hideous mummified cat. We found this. It doesn't look like much, but after careful examination, we learned that it's actually what's called a guardian cat. So normally they're used to protect, they're used to protect people from, once they die, from coming back as undead. But we determined, again, we examined it. We determined that that time has well passed for him to come back as undead. And if anybody was, in there intentionally to turn him, then all they would have to do is take this cat, like we did. So we determined that this would be something much nicer in a museum than just sitting down there. Tariq's digging around in his bag, and he kind of, checks his notebook. He's like, who has the, hope chest? I have that as was it Keryth?
Oh, I do.
Oh,
I do.
Tanhi. Tanhi has, Pentheru the Younger's daughter Her name was Araceli. This is her hope chest. And then Tanhi, if you want to.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, my gosh. This is beautiful. Is this an ancient Osiriani wedding dress?
Yes.
Yes.
Wow. This is quite a find. And it's kept together so well over all these long years. Wow. I mean, it still seems extremely fragile. I best not touch it. But thank you. This is very, truly a wonderful treasure haul. I'm very impressed. Good job, everyone.
Thank you.
There's also a self-portrait of Araceli in that chest. If you see that rolled
Yes,
up,
I do. I see it right here. This is
there.
beautiful. Oh, wow. All right. Very well. Thank you. Would you guys like to see your third site now?
Yes, please, because we would like to get started in the morning.
Very well, then. She reaches into the urns next to her, and she pulls out 2 eggs and cracks them both open, and she goes, I see here your lot, C7, the sanctum of the erudite eye.
You don't say!
Now, where have I heard that name spoken before? That sounds familiar, she says, pondering.
Oh.
Finger on her thumb. I feel like I've heard this recently. Oh, yes, wasn't that the site that the other group was clamoring for?
Yeah.
Well,
Speaking of which, what do we do about that?
nothing, I suppose. Unless they're actively going into the site they haven't been assigned, there's nothing I can do. If they just want to go there, there's nothing wrong with wanting to go to a certain site. But last I understand it, they came earlier this morning. I assigned them a site. It was like some house in the necropolis. I don't remember the name, and they didn't seem too happy, but they went on their way.
Well,
Okay.
I have a very bad feeling, but let's not go there yet.
To the site or to the field?
To the feeling.
Well,
I see.
We're definitely going to the
Well, I
site.
think we're not going
we
to
want to go to the.
We're not going to go to the
We're
site
going
yet,
to the site
though,
tomorrow.
Okay,
Could be both.
very well. Well, is there anything else I can do? You said you were still sick. I still have 1 casting of Remove Disease left if you would like me to use it.
No,
I think that Habibi should
I'm
get it.
just a carrier. It's not affecting me at all. Like, I don't have any symptoms.
Oh, is Ramses the one then
Yeah,
who has the worst?
Ramses at stage, what, 2?
Yep.
So yeah,
Yep.
Ramses
Kepri's at 1.
Stage 1.
Ramses
Or
is
stage
more
2, yes, you're right, sorry.
important right now.
Aw. Septi, will you take care of my dog?
Absolutely, say no more. She rolls up her sleeves and she kind of like clears her throat and she starts casting an incantation. It sounds kind of like a prayer to Pharasma, and her eyes glow a flash of light blue light before a flash hits Ramses as well. Let me roll my counteract check and we'll see what happens. Because
Oh,
you
wait,
never know.
is that
Maybe.
bad?
No, maybe. We'll find out. Oh, I didn't roll too bad. 25, which does succeed, and then all of a sudden you see Ramses go from not feeling great to immediately feeling 100%.
Yay!
And the disease is completely cured, completely removed.
Septi, you're the coolest. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you very much, little one. Well,
Oh, I'm
is there
little
anything
one.
else I can do for you guys, or...
Kepri's so happy.
You see Tariq tear a little, or he like tears a little edge out of his notebook. He's like, "You can keep this in your notebook if you'd like." And it's like, it's got a little message on it, but he doesn't explain to the others what it says.
Oh my gosh, is it his phone number? I know there's no phones, but
It's his mailing address.
His mailing address.
oh goodness.
Oh, well, thank you. She kind of like blushes a little bit. She grabs the note. She's like, "Oh, thank you. I suppose I'll read this later." And if that's all, I have priestly duties. To handle inside the temple. Excuse me.
It wasn't that funny. I'm sorry. I laughed so hard.
Are you okay?
I literally fell over.
Tariq, why did you fluster her like that?
Freak, what did it say?
You hound dog.
Tariq is just kind of like smile, and he's gonna zip his lips.
Oh my
Is it?
god.
Are you gonna make Septi my sister-in-law?
Oh.
No need to be so official. Maybe they just want to have some fun.
Khepri over here like, ooh, she's gonna be related to me. That's so cool.
Tariq just shrugs and starts walking out. He's not gonna tell him anything.
Tariq, I want to know.
We're all just following after Tariq.
Khepri's gonna be like, as your older sister, I demand you tell me.
And he just keeps smiling and like walking away.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. For all we know, it's just a blank piece of paper.
It's just a blank sheet of paper. She opens it like, oh, well, that's a disappointment.
Yeah, I think we're done.
All right.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you guys want to do today? Or is that the end of the adventure?
Wait,
day?
how old is Septi?
She's in her early 20s.
Oh.
Maybe mid-20s. It's so one of the things that is notable about Septi is how young she is for a high priestess. Specifically, getting the high priestess position instead of her older brother. That was a big scandal back in the day.
Oh, you mean not that far back in the day if she's only in her 20s?
Well, yeah. A couple years ago, it was a big scandal. Well, not scandal, really. Like, it was just a big, like, ooh, gossip, like, upset of the town.
So, out of curiosity, was she wearing the necklace that Tariq gave her yesterday? Or I guess it would have been, for them, it would have been, what?
2 days ago. 2 days ago. Maybe 3 days ago,
Was she wearing the necklace? Out of curiosity.
You know it.
Oh, I see what's going on here. Khepri really is excited now. She's planning their wedding in her head.
Oh my goodness gracious.
She's like, Septi's gonna be my family member.
Fantastic. You guys go back to Tooth and Hookah as the sun sets. You guys get a nice hearty meal. You talk to Farhan for a little bit, maybe his sister. You guys have some, like, I imagine, like, I don't know, somebody challenges someone to an arm wrestling contest. I don't know what you guys do at bars. Drink, I guess. Whatever.
Drink. Move on. Yeah, drink.
Tanhi would
Drinking
be challenging
games, you know.
everyone to an arm wrestle.
Habibi's on standby to help heal anyone who
Smoking
gets
some
hurt.
hookah.
I would love to watch
the crocodile.
Wait, can Khepri and Tanhi go against each other?
Khepri and Tanhi?
Yeah, Khepri versus Tanhi.
guess.
Let's go.
Oh my god,
Sure.
What is this?
Go ahead and both of you roll me athletics checks. Let's see what happens.
Are we
Okay,
doing this
alright,
blind
Tanhi.
No,
Yeah, this is a
roll
public
this self.
demonstration.
Let's see what happens.
Athletics?
Tanhi,
Actually, you know
I
what?
challenge
roll it
you.
publicly.
Okay. Tanhi, will you arm wrestle me?
I will arm wrestle you.
Khepri's so excited because Tanhi was talking about all this with her, so she's like, bring it on.
Don't break her arm.
Bring it on.
That's okay, I'll heal her.
Oh. Khepri. That looks rough.
So
That looks like it
So
hurts.
you guys,
That looks like it hurts.
you guys grip hand to paw, and immediately, before anyone even says go, it's clear the size and strength difference. You see Tanhi's like bicep flex, and Khepri is just holding down. She's like, her entire arms extended, and like, size aside, Tanhi immediately starts like going and just slams like Khepri's hand to the ground just immediately. That went exactly like everyone thought it would.
You know what? You know what?
Tariq is going to, Tariq's gonna be like, yeah, it's rough, Khepri, but, you kind of have to have a little bit of muscle here, and he's gonna, like, flex, and then he's gonna, like, shoot, like, he's gonna do, like, the move over motion or whatever, and he sits down, and he puts his arm on the table, and he goes, let's try this.
Rematch.
Okay.
Rematch for the honor of Khepri.
Alright, here we go.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Tariq, for anyone listening, just got 29 on total,
Oh, she
19
beat
on the
me.
die.
No,
heard that.
I didn't. I got a 28.
Oh my god.
So they, like, struggle back and forth
Yeah.
for, like, several
So,
minutes, and Tariq's, like, sweating, and then you just hear, like, boom.
A clash of the titans, if ever there was one. These two behemoths bring their arms together. You can just see, like, anime, like, waves of energy emanating from them. The ground shakes, the table splinters beneath them, and still they maintain their vice grips on each other, refusing to budge an inch. For minutes, hours at a time, it feels they
Hours.
wrestle. It's-
It was hours, it was days.
I can just imagine after Tariq wins, because obviously, like, they would have been going at it for, like, probably a good 5 minutes, just, like, back and forth before finally Tariq gets her down, and she kind of just looks at her and is like, you know, if I was raging, you would be dead.
Tariq. Wait, Tariq. I want to go against you.
Tariq is going to kind of, like, rub his arm. He's like, no kidding. I don't know, Khepri. You might have to wrestle someone else.
I gotta wait.
I'm pretty wiped.
Defend Tanhi's honor. I want to do it.
Oh my goodness.
We just like keep going back and forth.
Is this Khepri and Habibi?
I'll defend Tariq's title.
Is this Khepri versus Habibi?
Tariq versus Habibi because Tariq's the one who beat Tanhi, so I have to beat Tariq.
Oh boy.
Tariq kind of like, you know, like rolls his shoulders. He's like, okay, fine. But I don't know if I got it in me. We'll see.
Oh my goodness.
I want to see Habibi win this. Not because I don't love you, Erin, but just because it'd be so funny.
Okay. 15 from Habibi to 21 for Tariq.
Oh, man. I mean, I'm still technically sick, so...
I'm so sure. Yes. I'm so sure.
Alright, Keryth, are you going to defend Habibi's honor?
I shall defend the Habibi's honor, or at least attempt to.
Go, Keryth, go! Go,
burn him! Burn him so good.
Oof.
You know what?
Wait, you don't know?
Are you?
I'm doing it.
Know?
I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
Are you hero
I'm
pointing
hero
this?
pointing it.
Wow.
24.
Well, yes! I'm hero pointing it.
Oh!
Oh no!
You guys are taking this way too seriously.
Let's
You don't
see it
understand,
now.
Andrew.
No,
I
Nice. This makes literally Tariq the undefeated champion of the party.
No,
He's beaten
he hasn't
everybody.
gone against Khepri.
All right.
Watch Khepri beat him because he's just so tired. Oh, Khepri, I don't know. I don't know if I got another one in me.
Tariq, let's do it. Brother-sister time. Let's do it.
Go,
Fine.
Khepri.
Khepri.
Oh. Damn it!
No.
Oh no.
No. Wait!
Khepri got a 12. Tariq
I
got
had
a
a 3
13
on the die.
with a 3 on the die. Oh man, that was close. No wonder Tariq is tired. So yeah, Tariq beat everyone in arm wrestling. Now do Ramses. I'm kidding. All right, so you guys have a bombastic evening, much revelry, much celebration, much partying. You guys all turn in for the night, and you guys all go to your respective rooms.
But while everyone's turning out, Tariq is gonna kind of, like everyone's headed upstairs, I'm assuming, upstairs to the rooms, and Tariq kind of just reaches out and grabs Khepri, and he's like, hey, why don't you stay and have another drink with me? And, yeah.
You're gonna give me another chance to arm wrestle you?
I don't know about that. And he kind of just, like, waits for everybody else to go.
Tanhi just kind of waves as she goes up the stairs, like dragging Habibi, who's probably like still trying to arm wrestle me.
Habibi drunk.
I can do it. I am better. I'm strong.
Habibi feels amazing.
Tariq is just kind of like, you know, he gives Tanhi a wave back, and he's gonna like whisper, like he's gonna lean over and kind of like whisper at Khepri. He's like, all right, once everyone gets upstairs, we have something we need to do. Tariq is going to stand up from the booth there, and he's going to, you know, says, we need to go home. Samir's there. He said to just bring you. We got to keep this... he, like, looks around, he's like, we got to keep this quiet.
Okay, not mom and dad.
No, it was Samir.
Oh. Okay, yeah, we should go.
All right. So they're going to go head out back to their house.
In the dead of night, you guys make your way through the much more quiet streets of Wati, and you make it back to your house. The last time you guys were here, the house seemed just as you left it before. Nothing too bad. Everything was as you left it. This time, however, as you guys open the door, Ramses begins to growl. He's not happy, or like he's not calm. There's something seems to be bothering him. He senses trouble up ahead.
Should we detect magic, Tariq, and try to see if something's going on? Because Ramses is really unhappy, and I feel a little uncomfortable.
Yeah, I mean, that's not a bad idea. And I think we might want to, I don't know, try and be as quiet as possible.
Agreed.
You guys draw your weapons, and you try walking a little quieter. You don't detect any magic. But as you guys walk in, you open the front door, and you notice that it was slightly ajar. And as it swings wide open, you see your entire house completely ransacked. Furniture is upturned. Papers are thrown everywhere. You see knickknacks and baubles, plates smashed on the ground. Things are, like, just completely destroyed. It seems that someone has broken into your house. And as you guys are looking around, you hear from behind you in the shadows, Samir kind of, like, come out, and he goes, I'm glad you guys come here. We must talk. You guys are not safe. Someone is out looking for you.
Who's out looking for us? Did someone come over here? Have Mom and Dad been back here at all?
What's going on, Samir?
He kind of, like, hesitates for a little bit. He's, like, thinking about what to say. He goes, I haven't had contact with your parents for some time now. We lost contact with them in the deserts. I came here hoping that they would find their way back, but it's been several days and I still haven't heard any contact from them. I think something bad may have happened to them. Perhaps they have been captured, or worse. You see, we got word of this cult. These group of fanatics. We don't know what they want, but their activities are escalating. They seem to be more active recently. It seems your parents discovered something they shouldn't have, and they learned this information, and before they could report it to the rest of the party, they disappeared. We think they might be coming for you next. When I saw Tariq walking through the streets of Wati earlier by himself, I was worried that something had happened to you, Khepri. You must stay together. You must protect each other. Do not let the other one out of your sights. You see what these people are capable of. They came into your house. They came seeking you. You must be careful.
So,
do we know who these people are?
I do not. That was kept secret from me. Your parents, they had this information. They told me that they were on the trail, but to keep me safe, they did not tell me the details. I wish now that they had, because perhaps I could have joined them in their fate, but the gods deemed it not so. Either way, I wanted you to see for yourself. Be careful. Watch each other's backs. I will try to learn more about this cult for now, but be on your toes. I fear you may be on the same path your parents are.
We'll be careful. Did they steal anything? Should we look through? Is someone still in there? I'm just a little nervous to pop in all the way, but I also want to see if anything was taken.
No, I looked through the house. The house seems secure. No one is in here anymore. Now, whether or not they stole anything, you would know your possessions better than I, but as far as I can tell, they were looking for you or information about your parents.
You see Tariq kind of, like, you see him kind of, like, stiffen, and his fists start, like, he's, like, squeezing his fist, and he's like, I felt stupid worrying because we didn't see them for, what, a day? They were gone when they should have been back? Ugh! And he's like, he's so mad right now.
It's okay, Tariq. We wouldn't have known. They've come late before. It's not unusual. Things happen, but this Khepri, normally very tan, is looking incredibly pale right now, and she has a scowl across her face, and you can tell she's kind of trying not to cry. She's trying to stay really, really on top of things. What could they possibly want from us? That's my question. We don't know anything. We don't even know where they went. They said they had to go somewhere. They couldn't say much about it.
If I had to guess anything, they are probably looking to find you to use you as leverage against them.
Oh, no. They are not in a good place then.
No, they are not. You know your parents, Khepri. They are very good at hiding and blending into the desert. I pray to Osiris. I pray to Nethys. I pray to all the gods and goddesses of ancient Osirian and of the Inner Sea that they are safe, that they are simply hiding and keeping a low profile. Coming back would have revealed themselves, and that is the only hope that I have, that they are safe. But if you find it within you, if you find the chance, we must go to the desert together to look for them. I understand you're still doing this lottery thing. I understand you have one more task ahead of you. Finish it to not arouse suspicion, but we must go after that.
Can we tell our team at all? Like, I don't want them kept in the secret. I mean, if it's truly as dangerous as you say it is, then we're putting their lives in danger too, just by using them as cover. That doesn't feel right.
Samir frowns and he walks up to the window, kind of like looking out at the night sky, and he ponders for a little bit. He goes, No, I think you're right. They should be aware, or made aware, of what you're putting them through. It's not fair to them to just go through this without knowing. Okay, you can tell them, but only if you're sure you can trust them.
We're sure.
They're the only
How
other
sure?
family I have, so I'm pretty sure.
He kind of squints because he doesn't know these people. He's like, okay, but keep in mind that this cult can be hiding anywhere. For all we know, the cat or the elf or that other one I've seen you walk around with, they could be part of them. You have to be careful. You need to know who you can trust. I don't know who it is yet. This is why we're here in secret. Be careful. Samir tries to leave out the window. He's like, oh, before I leave, Yusuf is also part of our order. I don't know if he's told you that, but he's been keeping an eye on you guys. It'd be nice if you checked in with him.
He is?
Yeah, I suppose it was about time you found out. He was meant to stay here and watch after you guys while your parents were away.
Well, that makes sense why he really wanted us to come have tea with him.
Yep, that makes a lot of sense.
We did tell him where we're staying, so other than him and our friends, they're really the only ones that know we're at the Tooth and Hookah. How will we find you again?
Samir kind of smiles forlornly. He's like, knowing Yusuf, he's probably watching you guys there every night, making sure you're safe.
Aww,
Yusuf
is always so sweet.
He's not the old man you think he is. Well, I mean, he is. He's not that old.
Kepri's not laughing. I'm laughing.
Thank you for the clarification.
All right, I must away now. I have much work to do. Be safe. Watch each other's back. You're all you've got.
Okay, just if you have anything, any updates, please let us know. We will be at the Sanctum of the Uridite Eye.
Could it be? No. Okay, I will.
What?
It's
Samir,
probably...
don't withhold information.
No, it's probably nothing. I must go.
Okay, just if you need us, that's where we'll be. Okay? And if you hear anything, please let us know.
You know me. I'm always safe. I'm always careful.
I know.
And he jumps out the window. I imagine him as kind of like a rogue.
Yeah, he seems very roguish.
Yep.
Very edgy.
Very edgy.
Goodness gracious.
He's Batman.
I'm Batman.
I know, I was thinking the same thing.
But,
I am the night.
Back to serious moment.
I am vengeance.
Tariq. Sorry. Tariq is going to kind of...
That's not Tariq laughing.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Tariq turns up a chair that had fallen over and he kind of sits down. I need a minute. And he's kind of, brushing off. He sat down next to a table and he's kind of brushing off the, debris or whatever that was kind of just thrown around everywhere. And he just goes, Khepri, I really can't lose another parent. And he kind of lays his head down on his hand, and he doesn't cry, but he's clearly upset.
Yeah, his eyes water up.
Yeah.
Yeah, Khepri comes over and she lays a hand on his, shoulder, and she's like, it's okay. We're not going to lose them. They are smarter than we give them credit for. And Samir's right. They know the desert like the back of their hands.
Come on, let's get out of here. I can't stay here another minute.
Nope, we need to leave. And on top of it, we should start keeping our eye out for people watching us and around. Keep our eyes open.
So you guys make it back to the Tooth and Hookah and finally bed for the night. The sun rises early in the morning on the 5th day of the week. 2 days left until the auction. And you guys, unless I'm told otherwise, all head off to the sanctum of the Uridite Eye at long last.
Yeah.
And we'll see you guys next
Khepri
week.
needs to do her role.
Yep. Oh, yeah. You know, we'll do it next week.
Nut! I want to know.
No, because this way, if we do it next week and she fails, she can roll her point.
I want you to show me.
Hey everyone, hope you enjoyed the episode. If you liked what you heard, then please like, share, or subscribe to The Mithril Tabletop. You can find us on YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, Reddit, or Instagram. Feel free to email us at themithriltabletop@gmail.com. We'll see you next week. Music and sound effects are provided to you by Envato Elements. The Mummy's Mask is copyright 2014. Mummy's Mask images, characters, and artwork are a trademark of Paizo Incorporated.